We have access to more data than any generation before us, yet surrounded by an endless ocean of information, we understand remarkably little about ourselves. Instead of seeking truth through reflection, we measure value by volume. The loudest voices are routinely mistaken for the wisest, and relentless confidence is celebrated as actual expertise. The result is a society that actively confuses visibility with value. If enough people are looking at you, your words are assumed to carry weight, regardless of their actual depth. Socrates identified this specific brand of cultural decay thousands of years ago, framing it as an ancient psychological trap that predates the invention of the smartphone. For all our faster communications and smarter machines, our underlying human impulses remain exactly the same. We have digitized the intellectual blind spots of antiquity. To understand the mechanics of our modern digital life, we have to look back at the physical architecture of classical Greece. The Athenian Agora began as a public marketplace, a central gathering ground for rigorous dialogue. It was built for inquiry, a space to test logic and pursue virtue. But as time passed, the discourse degraded. Truthful examination gave way to performance, and the crowds began to reward those who spoke pleasing, entertaining words over honest ones. That physical square has been replaced by our digital feeds. On this new stage, nuance and logic compete with immediate emotional stimulation. Where debate's currency was once reason, it is now validation. Algorithms optimize for reactions, starving complex thoughts of visibility. The ancient Greeks had a name for the individuals who exploited this environment: the Sophists. They were highly paid rhetoricians who used manipulation to flatter the ego and win arguments, turning philosophy into a business. Today's Sophists don't stand on stone pedestals. They are the influencers, provocateurs, and self-proclaimed experts who know exactly what to say to feed our outrage and keep us clicking. Our digital platforms function as engineered systems designed to extract profit by keeping users entertained, divided, and perpetually distracted from thinking deeply. Socrates warned that pure ignorance was curable. The true threat to a society, he argued, was hubris, the arrogance of believing you already know everything. By surrounding ourselves entirely with voices that echo our own opinions, we construct an artificial certainty. We consume ideas emotionally, mistaking a customized timeline for a comprehensive understanding of the world. In classical times, admitting ignorance was considered a true mark of intellectual maturity. Now, pausing to express doubt is treated as a vulnerability, leaving no room for genuine curiosity. Socrates spent his life stripping away these pretensions, exposing the false confidence of powerful men. For making people uncomfortable with their own intellectual shallowness, the state sentenced him to death. His execution serves as a haunting diagnostic test for any culture. It illustrates exactly what happens when unexamined societies choose comfortable lies over difficult truths. History provides a consistent pattern. When a civilization actively silences its critical thinkers while elevating those who merely distract and amuse, its eventual collapse is inevitable. We face a critical choice in how we operate. Currently, we act as passive consumers, outsourcing our reasoning to viral trends, headlines, and commentators, letting our minds be entirely shaped by external noise. This is a recognized psychological defense mechanism. Psychologist Carl Jung observed that people will do almost anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. We fill every poignant moment with content, because silence feels like a confrontation. The antidote to this endless distraction is the exact mindset that Socrates championed. It starts with the radical, grounding humility of simply saying, "I know that I know nothing." He called this pursuit Arete, or excellence of the soul. Living with Arete means aligning your actions and thoughts with reality, even when doing so costs you popularity and social approval. Recognizing your own internal triggers, your specific fears and desires, removes the leverage used by modern algorithms. By identifying these levers yourself, you make it far more difficult for others to pull them. The defense against a culture of foolishness doesn't require a mass movement. It is an individual rebellion that happens the moment you choose reflection over outrage and silence over constant stimulation. Freedom in the digital age is found in internal mastery over one's own mind. The choice remains: whether to steer that mind independently or remain adrift in the noise of the crowd.